When it comes to international football, France are just about the envy of the world right now. Having reached the final of Euro 2016, Didier Deschamps' men went one better in Russia last summer, becoming world champions for just the second time in their history. What's more, not only do the French have a fantastic starting 11, they also have the best depth of any national team on earth. That is particularly impressive given the fact that so many top-class French-born footballers don't even represent France. Lots of players, if you look at the North African former French colonies in particular, have squads packed full of French-born players. Morocco, for example, had more French-born players than Moroccan-born players in their 2018 World Cup squad. With all this in mind, when someone recently asked us to take a look at a French-born 11 that don't represent France, we thought it'd be an interesting idea. To be clear, only players born in France that are declared for another nation are eligible, not those who just haven't yet been capped by France. So there'll be no Aymeric Laporte. Here is our French-born 11 that don't represent France. Goalkeeper: Anthony Lopes. Experienced Lyon goalkeeper Anthony Lopes was born in France and has only ever lived in France, as a one-club man who joined the Lyon Academy at the age of 10. The 28-year-old, who was born to Portuguese parents, never seemed to be in too much doubt about which nation he wanted to represent though, and he won his first senior cap for Portugal in 2015, having previously represented the country at virtually every single youth level. Lopes has won 7 caps in total to date, and he won the Euros with Portugal in 2016. Right back: Youssouf Sabaly. Unlike Lopes, which nation Youssouf Sabaly would represent hasn't always been such an open and shut case. The pacey fullback represented France at under 17, 18, 19 and 20 level whilst contracted to PSG, but in 2017, aged 24 and having never received a call-up from France, he accepted a call-up from Senegal. The Bordeaux regular, who was born in the western suburbs of Paris, has since won 11 caps for Senegal, and he's our best option at right back. Centre back: Kalidou Koulibaly. Quite possibly the best player in this side, although France have excellent options at centre back right now, one suspects Kalidou Koulibaly would still be an important figure for Didier Deschamps had he declared for France. Like Sabaly, Koulibaly represented France's under-20s, and after an impressive debut campaign at Napoli in 2015, it was reported that both Senegal and France wanted Koulibaly to represent them. The towering centre-back went for Senegal, and he has since won 32 caps and 2 Senegal Player of the Year awards. Centre-back: MEDHI BENATIA. We mentioned Morocco in the introduction, and the first Moroccan international in our 11 is experienced centre-back MEDHI BENATIA. A 2-time title winner in both Italy and Germany, BENATIA has previously turned out for the likes of Roma, Bayern Munich and Juventus. He represented France's under-18s once back in 2005, but won his first cap for Morocco in 2008. Now capped 58 times by the African nation, BENATIA has made the African Team of the Year 3 times and now plays his club football in Qatar. Left back: Fawzi Ghoulam. We had a couple of very good left backs available to us for this 11, and whilst we'll come to the other when we get to our bench, the man who takes that starting berth is Fawzi Ghoulam. The French-born fullback is top class at his best, but his last 2 campaigns have been disrupted by injury. Having played 2 games for France's under-21s in 2012, Ghoulam switched allegiances in order to represent Algeria at the 2013 African Cup of Nations. He has since won 35 caps, and he was named as Algerian Footballer of the Year in 2017. Right wing: RIYAD MAHREZ. Staying with Algeria, we're playing with an old-fashioned flat 4-4-2 today, and on the right flank is 2-time Premier League winning wide man RIYAD MAHREZ. When Mahrez first declared for Algeria in 2013 and won his first caps in 2014, French footballing authorities were unlikely to take much notice. A couple of years on though, and Mahrez was being named as the PFA Players Player of the Year, having scored 17 goals in an unlikely title-winning campaign at Leicester City. Mahrez left the Foxes to join Manchester City last summer, and despite much criticism, he's had a fantastic return in terms of goals and assists per minute in his debut season under Pep Guardiola. Mahrez has won 43 caps for Algeria, and he was named as African Footballer of the Year for 2016. Central midfield. Geoffrey KONDOGBIA. The first, and I'm pretty sure the only player in this 11 to have actually represented France at full international level, Geoffrey KONDOGBIA won 5 caps for Les Bleus between 2013 and 2015. None of those caps came in competitive fixtures however, and in 2018, KONDOGBIA used his parents' nationalities to switch allegiance to the Central African Republic. Now comfortably as national team star man, KONDOGBIA is a really well-rounded box-to-box midfielder. Formerly of Monaco and Inter Milan, but now playing for Valencia, the 26-year-old is strong, industrious, good on the ball, and capable of striking the ball from range. Central midfield. Nabil Bentaleb. Ensuring that we've a two-man midfield engine room with plenty of impetus and energy is former Tottenham man Nabil Bentaleb. Born in Lille to Algerian parents, Bentaleb played one game for France's under-19s in 2012, but he pledged his international allegiance to Algeria in 2014. Now a regular for both Algeria and Schalke, Bentaleb is a big technical central midfielder and a much more mature professional than the player we saw at Spurs a few years ago. Left wing. Yacine Brahimi. A star of youth team football in France, Yacine Brahimi represented France at every stage from under-16 to under-21 level, and he was particularly impressive for the under-19s, with whom he scored 12 goals in 19 games. Having previously turned down the advances of Algeria, Brahimi changed his mind in 2013 after a year without a call-up from France. A real flair player, Brahimi is quick, skillful, and brilliant on the ball. The unpredictable wide man has been at Porto since 2014, and he was their Player of the Year in 2017. The Paris-born internationals won 39 caps for Algeria since 2013, and has twice made the African Team of the Year. Centre forward. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arguably the star of this side along with Kalidou Koulibaly, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been one of the most prolific forwards in Europe over the last 5 years. Back in 2009, he played once for France's under-21s, whilst also being courted by the Italian and Spanish football associations. It was also in 2009 though that Aubameyang accepted a call from the Gabon national team and won his first caps. He is now the country's all-time leading scorer with 24 goals from 59 caps, and he has made the African Team of the Year 5 times and currently plays his club football for Arsenal. Centre forward. Gonzalo Higuain. Another French-born London-based striker who represents a nation other than France and has been very prolific in Europe over the years is Gonzalo Higuain. Higuain was born in France because his father, who was also a footballer, was playing for Stade Brestois at the time. Having initially rejected calls from both France and Argentina due to being unsure about which nation he wanted to represent, Higuain ultimately committed his future to Argentina in 2008. So deadly during his time at Real Madrid, Napoli and Juventus, Higuain has scored 31 goals from 75 caps for Argentina, but he retired from international football in 2018. The team, including manager and substitutes. We are a little bit less spoiled for choice on the managerial front than we are on the playing side of things. Of the French-born players who didn't represent France and subsequently went into management, our best shout is probably Walid Regragui. Born in Paris, but capped 52 times by Morocco between 2001 and 2009, the former Ligue 1 right-back now manages Moroccan outfit FUS Rabat, who are currently 10th in Morocco's top flight. Thankfully, our bench is a little bit stronger, starting in goal with Anthony Lopes' backup, Edouard Mendy. The 6'6" Reims #1 could have represented 3 different nations, but he won his first caps for Senegal in 2018. We had 2 excellent options to be third choice centre-back, but ultimately it is Real Betis regular Issa Mendy who edges out Schalke and Senegal regular Salif Sane to take up a spot on the bench. We said a very good left-back missed out when talking about Fawzi Goulam, and that man is Rafael Guerreiro. Born in France to a French mother and a Portuguese father, the Borussia Dortmund fullback has always gone with the nation of his father, and he has won 32 caps for Portugal to date. Providing cover in the middle of the park is former Hull City and Wolves loanee Alfred Ndiaye. The Paris-born midfield enforcer represented France at multiple youth levels, but has won 20 caps for Senegal since 2013. Next up is the most unfortunate man to miss out on our starting 11, and that man is Nicolas Pepe. Having had an excellent 2017-18 season, Pepe reached new heights last season, bagging 21 goals from the right flank in total. As one of the best players in Ligue 1 last season, there'll be some who feel the Ivorian international ought to start in favour of RIYAD MAHREZ, but we feel the Man City man is still the superior player and the right choice to start. Our penultimate substitute, adding versatility since he can play out wide or through the middle, is Porto star Moussa Marega. The 6-foot frontman has been brilliant over these last 2 seasons in Portugal's Primeira Liga, although he's only managed a surprisingly lowly 2 goals from 19 caps for Mali. Last, but not least, giving us a real goal threat should Aubameyang and Higuain forget their shooting boots, is Chinese Super League star Cedric Bakambu. A regular for France at a few different youth levels, Bakambu scored almost a goal every other game at Villarreal, a record that he has unsurprisingly bettered at Beijing Guoan. Bakambu has scored 8 goals from 17 caps for the Democratic Republic of the Congo national team. To recap, our French-born 11 that represents other nations looks like this: Anthony Lopes, Youssouf Sabaly, Kalidou Koulibaly, Mehdi Benatia, Fawzi Goulam, RIYAD MAHREZ, Geoffrey Kondogbia, Nabil Bentaleb, Yacine Brahimi, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Gonzalo Higuain, with a bench made up of Edouard Mendy, Issa Mandi, Rafael Guerreiro, Alfred Ndiaye, Nicolas Pepe, Moussa Marega and Cedric Bakambu, and all marshalled by former Moroccan international Walid Regragui. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, let us know your thoughts in the comments and any future video ideas you'd like to see from me. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you enjoy our content.